we move to France. Hervé, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ricardo, and thank you, Ezio, to organize this meeting and to bring the FEACO value high in the sky. Well, that's a photography of the French market. So we are still on the boat. It's quite shaky, and first of all, I would like to go back to the figures because as a consultant, we should give perfect data. That's what we should have done, but we have made tremendous work for about 12 months in order to grasp our market, company by company. So it has been a huge work to discover the 350 companies, some management consulting companies, with over 5 consultants, one by one. And so I would give you the figures, so which are a little different from the general overview we have done before, but I think we got it right. And in a second step, I would like to share with you 3 main challenges that we face in France, and I'm sure that it could be commonly experienced in other European countries. So we are talking about 5 billion euro for these 350 companies. It's around 25,000 consultants. It's only, so it doesn't include outsourcing, integration, and so on. The IT consulting part is about technology consulting, so it's not about following or mastering project. The so number one is traditional in the French market is the organization and change management, and you have also the strategy work 15%. So this data includes the strategy consulting market. So all the famous brands are in this 5 billion euro, and we will split how the fees are split between the main actors. So if we look at the figures from a long period, we are at the same level as 2007. So the situation has been quite shaky, especially in 2009. We've recovered, but this year we have been experiencing a minus 2%. This year, so 2013, it would be around 0, but it's only a guess. In fact, if the average is around 0, the spread of performance is very, very surprising. So it means like Ezio told you a few minutes ago, the difference between the winners and losers are widening at a rapid pace. For each type of size, especially, and even the bigger one, as you can see on this chart. In terms of daily fees, I would say in the consulting business, average is the enemy. So we have tried to divide the market between 3 categories and investigate the growth rate over each of the categories. So just to give an example, so the fees over, so it's average per company per day, per employee. So above 1,500, so it's 25% of market. 23 now. So it's quite stable, but there's been an increase part of the bottom of the market below 1,000 euro. in terms of industry sectors, there has been a tremendous shift in the hierarchy. Banking and insurance used to be the number one with 29%. It was in 2 years ago. Now it has gone down to 24%, so which means that it has lost 5 points, which means minus 20% in the business, which is huge. It's the same with the private sectors, which used to be at 15%. It has lost 6 points, so 6 out of 15, which is minus 30%. So that's explain the spread of performance, because if you are specialized in the banking industry, I mean, and not split over a multi-sectoral strategy, it's very hard to stay on the business. Of course, some of the players have tried to increase their exposure to international market, and it has been more easily to do it when you have more value-added positioning, so above 1,500 euro, which means that it's not only, I would say, strategy boutique, it's the ability to transfer the business on a worldwide basis. And it's not, when you look at the data, it's not reduced to the large corporation. It's also adapted to medium company. My company, for example, is 120 consultants, and we can achieve this data of 25% outside of France, whether on the emerging market in Africa, in South America, or whether for European project assisting our clients. So it's not a question of size, it's a question of mindset. I will make a very brief comment on this, but it is a sweet challenge we have. First of all, it's attract talent. We used to be the first employee of Grandes Écoles in France, with 15% of a generation. Now on, we are number 2. And number 1 is not the banking sectors, it's not the industry sectors, is the out of France sectors. 22% of the MBA diplômés, the first job is outside of France. So the issue is about attracting people and making the consulting industry a bright future for the young diplômés. Number 2 is the need for innovation. We are an ecosystem. Each year we recruit 3,000 diplômés, so young people with no experience. But at the same time, each year we lose 3,000 experienced people from 2, 5, 10 years going to the industry. It means that the industry, the banking sector, etc., have experienced the methodology of consultants, because we have sent 3,000 people each year for about 10 years. So it means that there are also the same number of consultants within our industry than with our clients. So there is no way but to innovate, and the number 1 priority for Syntec management in France is to reshape the business model in linked with the research. We've made a prize with a researcher from engineering school, from business school, from the university, in order to promote innovation. So the link with the research go to the consultants, go to the industry. So the main challenge will be to go for a skill resources-based business model to an innovation-based business model. That's our main challenge for the next few years. And of course, it is the importance of internationalization. Thank you.